Hello, welcome back to another You Ask, I Answer. Can CBCS catch up to CGC in market value? Whew, I'm sure this topic has been discussed at length by many people over the past 4 years. I think CBCS has been around for 5 years. I'm making this video at the end of June 2019. Not sure when I will load this, but just to date myself in case you're seeing it whenever, it's June 2019, and I believe CBCS has been around for 5 year-ish, at least 4 to 5. Um, will CBCS can CBCS catch up to CGC? In certain market, I say yes. Which market is that? I said the modern market. Okay, there's no debate that CGC is very entrenched and has a much wider customer base. Okay, so this is just a hypothetical number I'm throwing out there. I don't know the exact number, but let's say what I just said is that CGC may have 100,000 collectors out there that buy their slabs, sell their slab, collect their slabs. CBCS, by being a much younger company, may have half of that. I don't know the exact number, but I think most people would agree it is substantially smaller base than CGC. Now, just because I say it has a substantially smaller base than CGC does not mean that there are less CBCS collectors, buyers, sellers, flippers in every age. Sure, golden age, is it a surprise that there's much more CGC slabs out there than CBCS, right? There's no guessing, it's facts. Same thing with silver age. But when it comes to modern, okay, people that there's a lot of newer collectors that have just entered the market in the last 5 years, and that's what CBCS did a good job capitalizing on. Okay, think about this. As long as PGX has been around, PGX didn't really get a foothold or grab the modern market, the new collector. There are some, I'm not saying that they don't. There are plenty of noobs that try PGX and stay with PGX. But for CBCS to came around 5 years ago and exploded in popularity, mostly in the modern market. You can go to eBay and type in CBCS slabs and just look at the tier. Okay, modern, bronze, silver, gold, and you can see the sheer amount of modern books there are as far as CBCS. And I'm not talking about modern, both companies, say 1975 to now is modern, but by modern I'm talking 2000 to 2019, the last 19-20 years. Those are more of the modern. And for sure, moderns that came out in the last 5 years, a lot of new collectors that came in the market, that joined the hobby in the last 5 years, that start to collect slabs, they have no loyalty to CGC, none. Okay, and that's what I think CBCS has done a good job in capturing as far as a loyal base. Okay, and they didn't get so big, so fast, so busy without having captured a huge market of the newer modern, as I coined it, instead of just modern, the newer modern. So for that segment of the market, especially many of the new modern collectors are signature collectors, yellow label. For those, I can see CBCS value pretty much catch up or stay on par with CGC down the road. Maybe not right now. I'm not gonna go into specific, but if you follow the value of the modern market, surely CBCS book do a much better job in staying around the same value compared to gold, silver, or bronze, right? Is there anyone that's gonna dispute me with that? I have run a series already comparing value of CBCS and CGC, so it's not a surprise. It's not rocket science. Okay, you can go and do the research yourself. But so go to get back to my question. I think over time, I can see parity between the new moderns value of CBCS and CGC. That I do see. But as far as silver and bronze and golden age, I think it's going to be very tough for CBCS to catch up. They can narrow the gap, no doubt about it. The longer they are around, the more people collect CBCS over the next few years, if not decades. The longer they're going to be around, the more people collect CBCS, the narrower the gap is going to be. But it could take a long time, years if not decade, because like I said, CGC had been around for so long. There are so many more people that collect CGC. So by nature of that, when you have an auction and you have 20 people fighting over a book because those 20 people prefer CGC, surely the odds that that book will perform better than a CBCS equivalent when it's only 5 people fighting over the book, right? That's just the nature of how the market is. The more people fighting over a book, the likelihood the price will be higher compared to less people, right? So at the end of the day, it's about CBCS expanding their users, their fan base, because if they don't expand the fan base for bronze and silver, then it's without expanding the fan base for those age, there is no chance that they can close a gap, because to close a gap, more people have to want to collect CBCS bronze and silver slabs, and the more enter into that age group, the more people fight for those books in auctions, the price will rise and the gap will close. Okay, so it need that. The market need more people to collect CBCS gold, silver, and bronze slab for that to close the gap. Okay, I think it's clear that the reputation alone of CBCS is not enough for people to say, oh yeah, Steve Barak helped create CGC and now he worked for CBCS and therefore I'm willing to pay the same price for the same grade. Well, 5 years later, that's not true. So, it takes more than reputation. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like it takes more customers, more the base gotta grow for the price to rise, to catch up, to close the gap. Hopefully my rambling answered the question. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.